In this lonely ass world, it's getting colder. I'm not going nowhere if I cannot take my boat there. My mind was bred a little different, yeah, from my own past. If I see heat, why the fuck would I wanna go there? Mama, I make you smiling. Mama, your little nigga came from wildin'. Mama, always got in trouble, I was shouted. Mama, now I'm staring at shit. Mama, I'm the pilot. Mama, if I want something, I'ma go get it. Mama, swim with the sharks, piranhas, and fishes. Mama, it's so hard down here, God is my witness. Mama, I know where I'm going. Mama, I'm a fan. It's hard not knowing who is really gonna be there for me. I wish you could be here to see me the day I start touring. Shit be on my mind every second when I'm not recording. I'm waking up conversating with the Lord every morning. I mistakenly took the wrong path, I had to rewind. I fumbled trying to move too fast, I had to keep trying. Growing up, I got in trouble, told myself to keep lying. So much stress be building up, swear I be needing me time.
Good morning to the DMV and the rest of the world. This is your girl Reese, aka the best that ever did it, aka what's up? Wow. As I get into my morning conversation this morning, we're going to have a great show for you today. We're talking about the industry and the business. But as I get into the show and introduce my fellow compadres and my fellow companion that's in this business with me, Mr. Molly Moss. I call him Molly Moss because I the sea moss boss. I like that. Molly Moss, the sea moss boss. That's what I call him. And he's also my super producer. You know, I could call him SP, but and won't nobody know what SP mean but me. So, but Molly Moss, everybody know about that good sea moss that he's out there distributing good energy and good product. When I say a good product, when it tastes good, the quality of it is good, and he's consistent with his deliciousness. How do you do that? Because he's perfecting the technique, y'all. So y'all don't sweat the technique. That's my super producer. He's in the back. He's always doing 50 million things, but he is riding and slanging and banging with me. I want to say grand rising to all of you fantastic, lovely people. Grand rising family. Man, I'm getting updates I didn't even know about my girl, Carlithia Russell. Let's talk about that in the news before we get into this. She is out getting her nails done, allegedly, the reports and stuff. We got a little clip. I'm hurt because I'm all concerned, my heart bleeding. I told y'all that baby could have been a midget. Ain't no telling what's what, or everything could have been all a fabrication. But Carlithia, if this all a fabrication and y'all did that for a money grab, it's going to come out and no good deed go unpunished. You hear what I say? You hear what I say? We got a video up. Let's look at this. Molly done got something for us to see. What they talking about, Molly?
Police in Hoover, Alabama, as it relates to the Carlee Russell case. Remember, this all started last Thursday when Carlee Russell went missing in Hoover, Alabama. She was driving at night, called cops to say that she saw a toddler walking alongside the freeway. She pulled over, called her family to tell them the same story, and then she disappeared.
Hi, I am on Interstate 459, and there's just a kid just walking by themselves. Oh, hold on. Where on 459 are you?
Cops showed up. There was no sign of Carlee. There was no sign of this kid. A massive search got underway. The story got national attention, and on its face, it sounded like a straight-up abduction. It sounded like human trafficking. It was very scary. And then about 48 hours later, she shows up on foot at her parents' house, seemingly out of nowhere. And even before the police came out today, people had a lot of questions There was a lot of suspicions. People felt like the facts of this story were not lining up. And now the police are sort of saying, yes, that is in fact the case, at least from our point of view right now, too. Here's a big thing. The chief of police in his presser today said they have looked at her phone records, and through the help of federal law enforcement, they have found internet searches of hers that they say are very, very suspicious.
On July 11th at 7:30 a.m., the term "you have to pay for an Amber Alert" was searched. On July 13th at 1:03 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term "how to take money from a register without being caught" was searched. On July 13th at 2:13 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term "Birmingham Bus Station" was searched. On July 13th, 2:35 a.m., a search for a one-way bus ticket from Birmingham to Nashville was conducted with a departure date of July 13th. On July 13th at 12:10 p.m., a search for the movie Taken, a film about abduction, was conducted.
Based on their one interview with her, she says that she was in fact kidnapped by a man with orange hair who snatched her from the woods, pulled her into a car with another woman that she says she did not see but heard. She claims that they held her captive for a couple days. They stripped her down. They took photos of her. They were feeding her snacks and whatnot. And that along the way, she was somehow able to escape and made her way home. Again, they say they want to talk to Carly more to get more information about what she claims happened. But they're saying at this point that Carly and her family have not made her available for further comment. They say they've tried respecting her privacy, letting her recuperate, letting her rest in the wake of what she says is a traumatic event. But their patience is running thin. They want to talk to her soon. And they even told her we were going to go with this presser today unless you come out and talk to us. She hasn't done that. They came out with the presser. And I got to say, on the face of it, it sounds very suspicious. And the public seems to agree.
If you, man, I got one thing to say about Miss Carlethia Russell. Bitch, no, you didn't. You slammed, flat busted, caught. But you, young lady, if this is all a fabrication, you talking about some a man with orange hair and a woman, you talking about Donald Trump and Melania kidnapped your ass. Because that's the only orange man I know. But you did say orange hair. Donald got orange skin and blonde hair. We understand that. And we get that. But bitch, really? All of those Google searches and the movie Taken? This was an elaborate scheme and hoax. And then your family will talk about something. You want your privacy. Well, everybody's privacy in America was invaded. Well, everybody thought they're looking for you. You don't get no privacy. Tell the damn story. If it's the truth, it's the truth. You leave it at that. But if you lying and they find out all the people that donated to you to reward money and all of that, you just taking them. They just was scammed. See, and you make it bad for real people that get snatched up. We just said in the media over 270,000 women and little girls and children go missing. And your ass playing around with this. Don't be playing around with this. Shit, that should have been Monday Madness. But it's just coming out. That pisses me off. Because here it is. I'm worried. A young black sister being taken. Children and women being taken and missing. And your ass playing taken. What? And y'all collected $63,000 as an award. And guess what? The people don't get their money back. The people put out money for Amber Alerts. Police time was wasted searching for you when it could have been wasted on real crimes and stuff. Don't be playing. And I hope if they find out that your ass is lying, you do some jail time. You really be taking the fuck away. Don't make no sense. We got it hard enough. Stop playing. Say that mess for social media. Don't bring it into the real people, real lives. It's on the daggone news all over the place. I'm up here in Maryland praying for you. You know how many people you got praying for you on the altar, on the line? So your safe return and all that, and you playing kidnapped. You need to be playing getting slapped. Because that's what they need. They need to tear your little tail up. And if that was my daughter or my child and you didn't have no good excuse about what happened, oh, I'd be on the news. Because it'd be like, mother beats the hell out of child that lied and fake kidnapped and played like they was taken. I'd be on the news. Yes, indeed. They be like, it's a shame how you beat that girl back into submission, back into slavery. You done scared everybody. Your mother and daddy on the news crying. The people's up and bringing her home. Hope her find her safe. Y'all, you know what? We should have known something. Should have known something fishy. Because she took her time to take the wig off. If you being snatched and you got a good lace front on, your wig ain't gonna come off in a tussle, like that. Especially because you got them combs that sticking underneath. They gotta pull down and up. They gotta know how to get the wig off. They should have checked the wig for evidence. Was the wig snatched off or was it taken off? If the wig was properly taken off, she wasn't snatched. And then she left her phone. But why didn't you erase your history on your phone? How to take money out of cash register. This is funny. And the movie Taken, really? You gonna do all of this research? This is the dumbest criminal. I'm gonna set up my abduction at the same time. And who was in on it with you? Huh? Because you didn't walk away. Because by the time the people got there, there was no trace of nothing. So who was in on this with you? We're gonna find out. And you and whoever else was in on this with you, it might have been the parents. Who knows? Who knows? They got donations, they got money, they got outreach. Who knows? Man, that's some bush. Okay, but on another level platform, today is Tall Tale Thursdays. And I want to talk about something that's more positive and more, and this time it's a true story that what happened with this. Oh my gosh. Khalithia Russell, man. Good morning, Kimberly. Good morning, Molly. I'm just looking down at the comments now. They're going off on that girl that being fake snatched. But anyway, we want to get into the story of how. But anyway, y'all gonna see. Molly, please proceed.
Law was put into place in Louisiana by the Spanish governor, making it illegal for women of African descent, slave or free, to show their hair in public. Black women had to cover their hair with a knotted headdress and refrain from excessive attention to the way that they dress. Why? Because even back then, Black women had too much flavor. Black women were wearing jewelry in their hair and they were adorning it in ways that made them a little too attractive, even to white men, and the white women were not happy about it. So the law was set in place to control the Black women, especially those who were light-skinned. The covers were to be an indicator that anyone who wore it was of African descent and therefore of slave class. But those Black women couldn't be faded and they went extra. They dressed the coverings up. They wore them in bright colors. They decorated them with jewelry and with feathers. And they took what was supposed to shame them and turned it into a thing of beauty. And they became even more attractive. The law went away after the United States acquired Louisiana and the Louisiana Purchase. But this is just another example of something that was meant to be oppressive being flipped on its head by strong women. And thank you to my girl Ruby who shared that fact with me. And if you know an interesting fact of Black history that you think I should share, message me and then be sure to follow.
Yes. There was a law in Louisiana before it was purchased by the United States. The French, they was like, no, Black lady, you're too beautiful. And even your hair, the way you adorn it, the way we dressed our hair was too enticing. So the women got jealous back then. White ladies saying, no, her do look better than my no. Wrap that stuff up. So we wrapped it up in the knot. And do you know how many different hairstyles and hairdress and head wraps that them beautiful sisters came up with? Good morning, DJ Slicky Woo Boo. Good morning. We talking about the industry today, boo. Something you know about. when we say industry, I mean the entertainment industry, rap, music, acting, writing, all of it. But right now, we were talking about how we were suppressed back in the day, and the women had to wrap their head up. But out of chitlins, they gave us the scrap, and we made something beautiful with it. So thank you for being for being insecure. Insecure. Thank you for being insecure, ladies, back in the day. So your insecurity brought along, came give us another style. And I want to thank y'all for that. Because if y'all wasn't insecure and threatened or fearful that the black women was enticing the white men, we wouldn't have these beautiful hairdresses and everything that we have today. So again, thank you. Thank you much. You know, I wonder, how did they abduct Carlethia Russell? Because they got her and fed her snacks. I wonder, did they make her put a rag on her head? You know, when they snatched off her wig, did they put a rag and tell her, put a knot in your head, wrap your head up with this and put a knot in it? I wonder. That's so funny. Somebody with orange hair kidnapped her, a man and a woman, and they fed her snacks. Snap. That's good kidnappers. You get to go to Fat Burger or whatever. Can y'all stop and get me a double Whopper with cheese called Junior Burger? What food is in that area? She was eating and enjoying with her kidnappers. And you managed to get away on foot. That means they didn't drive far. How did you walk home? You wasn't hitchhiking to say, help, I've been kidnapped. You managed to walk all the way home to your parents' door. You was kidnapped around the corner. You was kidnapped and fed snacks around the corner. While y'all was watching the movie Taken. What they take you for? It's just, you know, now that she's home, now that she's safe, it's just so much stuff you could go on about this, you know, the kidnapping, all this and that. But today's topic for the show is the industry. The entertainment industry is a beast all of its own. I don't have to tell people that's in the industry. People know. Molly know how it is. DJ Slicky Woo Boo know how it is. That the entertainment industry is some shiznit. But I have my girl, I want to call her Lunel, but I can't think of her name. But we're going to pull the video up and we're going to talk about what she is saying about the industry.
All these interviews for my tour, Woman King of Comedy, get your tickets. And people keep asking me why we're striking. They're confused. When you're outside of Los Angeles, they're confused about the whole actor and writer thing because they're assuming that we're all earning tons of money. So let me break it down right quick for one final time for the people in the back. As an actor in Hollywood, to qualify for healthcare so you can go and see the doctor and your kids can see the doctor, you have to earn over $26,000 as an actor. That sounds doable, right? Yeah. 87% of actors working in this industry in America do not earn enough to qualify for healthcare. $26,000. The Meryl Streeps and the Tom Cruises are 0.02% of all actors working in this industry today. As a writer in this industry, you have to earn $40,000 a year to qualify for healthcare. 92% of writers do not earn $40,000. Therefore, they do not get healthcare. Did you know there are people within these networks who are being paid more money for scheduling TV shows than the people that actually created the TV shows that they're scheduling? It's nonsensical. And I can hear some of you guys go, yeah, but Gina, you're doing all right in this industry. What are you complaining about? Well, number one, for those of us who are more fortunate and been able to make a decent living in this industry, it's up to us to stand up for those of us that aren't. I've been in that position. I've done shows for these streamers and been sent a residual check for 37 cents. Let me know in the comments what you can get in a grocery store for 37 cents. In fact, if you got a check for 37 cents, would you put gas in your car to drive down to the bank to put that said check in? I think not. I think not. And plus, I've only been making a decent living from television in the last 4 years at 50. That's how long it took me as a black woman to get into this industry. And you know what happens? If we lose this battle, we'll be right back out that door, because the only people that will be able to afford to be in this industry will be white tech bros and trust fund babies. All other voices will be lost. That'll be black people, people of color, women, LGBTQI people. And I don't know if you've noticed, but I'm all free. These studios would have.
Wow. So what she was saying, I'm gonna play that again because did y'all catch those numbers? Did you catch that? The people, the percentage that she was talking about. You, for actors, you gotta at least make, how much did she say? $26,000 to qualify for health care. Okay? To get any you gotta at least make that, right? To qualify for insurance. And she says 87% don't make that. That means they don't even make 26,000. So you thinking in the industry as bad, because I know the comedians don't make much, not unless you travel. You get more love in other cities than you do your own hometown. And we will talk about the comedy circle. I've been in the underbelly of that. But for the actors, actresses, and writers, okay, because I'm a writer as well. You know, it's hard out there acting. It's hard out there. Oh, Phoenix, good morning, Phoenix. How are you? I just see my girl popped in. I saw this little white background with this yellow face. At first, I thought it was a video, but it's my girl Phoenix. Grand Rising, Blue Phoenix. How are you? She's smiling.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
I'm sorry, I'm on my tablet because I have to do a presentation. So I'm logging in. So if I get quiet, it's because I'm presenting. But I wanted to come in because I was supposed to come in with you. So I'll be back and forth. And once I'm done presenting, maybe I'll be able to, because my internet on the tablet is acting really weird. So I'm sorry about that. But how are you?
Well, I was telling everybody yesterday, you taking your finals. Yes, my mentalist will be official soon. Right? It's just one more chip in the wall.
Girl, yes, this is I'm in my 3rd year. And after this, I will be going for, I think, another 6 weeks, because then I'll be teaching.
Yes,
and presenting like at different like that. So
yes, that is awesome. And for the people who don't know, out there, Grand Rising Kenneth. Hey, Kenneth. Oh, he gone. Okay. I did see him pop in for a second. Okay. So for the people out there that don't know, Phoenix, tell them what you're getting your degree in.
Transformative life coaching. I'm a life coach, but we do more than just come and tell you what to do. Our goal is not to tell you what to do. Our goal is to help you find your triggers to joy. We want to help you or guide you on your healing journey, however that journey goes. We're not going to tell you what to do. We're going to give you prompts. We're going to talk to you. We're not a therapist. I'm not a therapist per se, but the training that I have and the schooling that I have that training that I can do some form of therapy to an extent. And if there is something that is out of my scope, though I may be qualified to do it, if I haven't went to school for it, I will refer you to someone else. But I basically am there to help guide you to go into your cocoon or go into that space of healing so that you can deal with the different things from your past. And we do that by helping you acknowledge it and deal with it and find the joy or pull the joy out of it so that you can see it from a different perspective instead of seeing it as being, traumatized or being victimized. We we help you take your power back so that you can move forward.
Wow. That's amazing. That's awesome. And that is wonderful that you love people enough to want to help other people get through whatever they're going through. You have to really be of service and be a very humane person to want to give of yourself that way. Thank you. Thank you so much. Because I know a lot of people will benefit from the help that they can get, especially if it's good help. There's a lot of bad help out there, and we think we get some good, but it's bad. It's BS. But thank you for providing good quality of help, because I know you're going to be awesome in that field, because you're already awesome now. You always subduing. Okay, hey, wait a minute. I can't hear what Phoenix is saying, but y'all know she always good at that. That's why I call her my mentalist. I didn't call it y'all mentalist. I call her my mentalist because I know she helped me when I'm going through stuff or reaching out. Or I can't figure why. She helps me pull it back into perspective. That's on a private note. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all don't need to know about that, right? But we're talking about this entertainment business, how it's so treacherous. And we're talking about the actors and the writers right now, that the actors have to make $26,000 in order to qualify for health care. And she was saying only 87% don't qualify for health care. And you would think, okay, these actors and actors making money, but they're not. It's a hard industry. They make you work all day, 12-hour days for $75. When you are extra on these sets, you think you're getting paid, you get some money. No, a lot of times you're not. You're extra in the back for $75 or $100, but you done put in 12 hours or more hours of work, because you being extra, you got to be on set so they can keep taking take after take after take after take. So a lot of people that you think getting the money ain't getting the money. Molly, pull up what my girl said again for the people that missed it. And y'all check out these numbers. I'm going to run it back one more time for y'all, for what she was saying about these numbers and how hard it is in the industry. And she clearly mentioned Gwyneth Paltrow and the Tom Cruises. So she was clearly talking about the white counterparts, actors and actresses not being paid the same equal wage. She said that she's doing good now, but it took her 4 years to get a little bit they're letting her get. And she's standing up for the rest of everybody that's not.
All these interviews for my tour, Woman King of Comedy, get your tickets. And people keep asking me why we're striking. They're confused. When you're outside of Los Angeles, they're confused about the whole actor and writer thing, because they're assuming that we're all earning tons of money. So let me break it down right quick for one final time for the people in the back. As an actor in Hollywood, to qualify for healthcare so you can go and see the doctor and your kids can see the doctor, you have to earn over $26,000 as an actor. That sounds doable, right? Yeah. 87% of actors working in this industry in America do not earn enough to qualify for healthcare. $26,000. The Meryl Streeps and the Tom Cruises are 0.02% of all actors working in this industry today. As a writer in this industry, you have to earn $40,000 a year to qualify for healthcare. 92% of writers do not earn $40,000. Therefore, they do not get health care. Did you know there are people within these networks who are being paid more money for scheduling TV shows than the people that actually created the TV shows that they're scheduling? It's nonsensical. And I can hear some of you guys go, yeah, but Gina, you're doing all right in this industry. What are you complaining about? Well, number one, for those of us who are more fortunate and been able to make a decent living in this industry, it's up to us to stand up for those of us that aren't. I've been in that position. I've done shows for these streamers and been sent a residual check for 37 cents. Let me know in the comments what you can get in a grocery store for 37 cents. In fact, if you got a check for 37 cents, would you put gas in your car to drive down to the bank to put...
Okay, I wanted to stop right there I see Malik Bey comment, and he's saying that we the people, we can't do anything about it either way. Well, she is saying as a writer and an actress, she is saying, oh, she's a comedian as well. She is saying that we need to boycott certain services and industry because it's our money that's paying these shows. It's our viewership that they want. And if they don't have the views, they lose the sponsorship, meaning that they lose the show. So when you say there's nothing we could do about it either way, is there nothing we could do about it, or is there nothing that we want to do about it? So that really, really is the real question. All of those actresses and writers that's on strike, I feel for some of the writers, especially the struggling ones. She said that she's in a good place, but only in the last 4 years. So she's been doing well for herself only in the last 4 years. And she said that she's over 50. She's in her 50s. So, and she said if they don't get it right, she's going to be right back where it took her however many years to struggle to get through, to get to. She only been doing good since 2019. She probably been at her craft for 30 years. So it's really something out there. Good morning, James. As the person who, hey. Okay, it says as a person who works for a radio TV station, you hold the right to get your own price. You own the right. You own. Wait a minute. Have the right to set your own price. Okay. Now the only difference is that they may have the right to say whether you need it based on what you want as a salary. What's that, Black Money Corp? Okay, what you want as a salary with the writers. Well, she said that she got a residual check for 37 cents. And that is awesome. I mean, because like she said, you're not going to drive to the bank to put the check. Why would they even cut a check for 37 cents? I'm trying to figure out, because it takes more paper than 37 cents worth of paper and ink to make that check than it do. The check is worth more than 37 cents they giving her. That's what I'm saying. It'll take more to make this piece of paper than it costs you to put it in your bank, But some people are like that. They was down to the penny. If I want, give me my last. But it's hard in the industry. Okay, Katina said when they replace cashier's job, become AI, no actors protest. Now AI is coming for them everywhere. AI is going to come everywhere. Speak on it, Katina. But they need to. But everybody thinking AI is the great thing. AI is taking your human resources job. AI is taking your teaching job. AI is taking the damn medical doctor's job. Now AI is so bad that you go in, put your hand in a thing, and they give you your diagnostic test and read it. AI is assisting doctors in this operating room, in the surgeries. AI is all over the place. AI is what we doing now, because I can talk to my laptop, talking into the mic. I can touch it to make it bigger. This artificial intelligence could be an awesome thing. It could be. But when people are leaning on it and depending on it, anything could be good, I guess, if it's not a dependency on it. But what she's saying is true. The actors got to make so much money. They're not getting paid. This boycott happened before. I don't know if y'all remember. They boycotted before, and then they got up to decent salaries or whatever. It's trickling down, because it's going to trickle down to your movies. It's going to trickle down to your content creation. It's already trickled down through the writing of shows because they're doing repeats and not doing new shows. So these people that was doing shows or filming shows, everything is at a halt, at a standstill. I can't watch P-Valley. I'm waiting for P-Valley to come back because the writers and the actors took a damn strike. I can't watch Tyler Perry's movies and stuff because the writers and actors taking a strike. You know, but it's funny how they still producing certain types of movies. That's only over here in America that they striking. You can do some good movies over there in India. This movie called RRR, that's the name of it. It's on Netflix, I think. That was awesome from the very beginning. That was a good story. Who said that Indian people ain't got good IG and cinematography and all that? They didn't see this movie. This movie, the action and the stunts, it's called RRR. I don't know if that stands for R or whatever, but it's RRR. You know, that they other countries. I'm watching a lot of African movies. I always watch a lot of African movies anyway, like that in Hollywood. This just gets me going and looking to other countries for good movies and content. I wonder why they're not striking over there in some of those other countries. It's just here. You know, and it's the society and the confines how everything gets set up. Why we can't get no good movies, or I'm sorry, I take it back, not good movies, while our actors and actresses aren't getting decent paid salary. If they don't even make $26,000 a year, a cashier at McDonald's make more than that now in the DMV area. Now that minimum wage is $17 yet? But it just, wow, they're not even making $26,000. Like I said, I've been an extra before, and you work 12 hours for only that little $75. It's far beyond me. But Eddie Murphy got something to say, and then I'm gonna go back into the comments and talk about the comedy field. And the lady, she's doing the king. What she's doing? The woman king.
You guys have something, you know.
Of comedy. That was the last. I can't think of her name. She said it, but I keep forgetting. She's doing the woman king of comedy. This one right here is Eddie Murphy. Okay, Molly. Is it?
No, y'all are dreamers. Y'all are actors. So we all dreamers. So you got something. Otherwise, you wouldn't be pursuing it. That's the most important thing to have is that. If you don't have the other stuff, if you believe in it and you can see it, the shit happens. And no matter what it is you're trying to do in life, anything you're trying to do in life, if you can see it and you're the only one that can see it. That's why every now and then you flip on the TV and you see some shit, you be like, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes? Like how does Attack of the Killer Tomatoes even fucking happen? Or Sharknado or some shit like that. That's somebody that just would not give up. They just went up and kept pitching and believing in their shit and staying on it. You guys have something, you know, y'all are dreamers.
I'm laughing because I see the Attack of the Killer Tomatoes and Sharknado, and people, he ain't lied. It's Sharknado 1, 2, 3, and 4. They keep coming back with all of these Sharknadoes. So whoever came up with that, you right. They really believed in their dream, and they kept going and going and pitching. You know, as a comedian in the industry, you can't give up. You can't stop. You know, because as soon as you stop, what are you putting a nail in the coffin? You know, you cannot give up on your vision that we have. We said we teach AI with, okay, we teach AI with everything we type in the system. Yeah, we the one that teach AI. We the one that invented it. We gave birth. We gave birth to our own demise. That's what they're doing. The smarter and smarter AI gets, the dumber the human gets, because the human don't have to think anymore. We don't have to learn numbers anymore. It's at the fingertip. We don't have to use our brain anymore. It's at our fingertips. There's a movie that makes, it's a spoof about when America stopped using their brain and all they did was AI and TV. Molly told me about the movie. Molly, what's the name of that movie where when it froze Maya Rudolph is in it. Oh gosh, I can't think of the movie. Idiocracy. That's what it is. The movie Idiocracy. That's what I'm talking about. We stopped using. They stopped using their mind. They let AI take over, and humans became just like in the Matrix. We became batteries for the AI. Sharknado, the worst, best movie ever. You seen Sharknado too? That's what I'm talking about. The worst, best movie. Did you see Sharknado 4? My dumb butt watched them all. I mean, like, it was funny. It was like, no, I can't believe they did that. But they did. And it's hard. I have a dream about this right here becoming a movie. But this is going to be a good movie. Look, here's a book out here. They want to make it to a movie. Y'all look hard at this. Y'all, somebody better snatch it up before Netflix get it, because I'm having a meeting with them next week about this project here. So, hey, y'all might look, Tyler, you my cousin and all. I'm trying to give you first dibs. Allegedly. I don't know. That's what the people on my daddy's side say. So, Tyler Perry Studios, y'all out there, tell Tyler to pick this book up and stop playing with me. I mean, really. Because Tamala Mann will play a good me growing up, an older me now. So, but anyway, back to what we were saying about the industry. And if we believe it and try to go after our dreams, we got to get that one. But the other part of the industry, they don't want to pay you nothing. That's the part of life, AI, taking over everything. And nobody, not even in the film industry, everybody, shit trickles down. You ever heard that saying? Whatever AI is replacing, the waitresses, like Katina said, the doctors, name me something that AI has not infiltrated. Even in the sex industry, AI has filtered all these CGI, cinemas and photography, all these computer generated movies. People are watching porn cartoons, y'all. People are getting AI dolls, artificial intelligent men and women. And I'm just like, wow. So name something that AI has not infiltrated yet. It's all over. We can't stop that. Now, the people that's still physical people, they want to earn some money as well. It says it is not AI. It is the greedy corporations using AI to get free labor. Yeah, and the greedy corporations are using AI to back us in the trap, to keep us dependent on it. And they're baiting us. They're doing an old bait and switch. They bait us, these greedy corporations, and we fall for it. We fall for the okie doke. Next thing you know, we are slave to these industries, to these corporations. Look at the people with the phone. They put it out there, the social media out there. You need your phone. What was we doing before we had a cell phone, y'all? How was we living? We wasn't living bad. News may not have traveled as fast, but we still got around. We still managed. But this generation, they make them dependent on everything. And the industry, it's a hard industry to get in. And then now I want to talk about the comedy industry, because that's the industry that I'm also affiliated with. And I know about how comedy is going around in the circuit, the DMV, because I've been all around the DMV area doing shows, doing open mics. And when I was out there 10 years ago, doing shows back then and getting booked, only thing changed is how the people move. The game is still the same and treacherous, but the people now, they move differently now. And I can honestly say, yesterday prices aren't today's prices. And the yesterday people aren't today people, especially the way they move, the competition, and how cutthroat they are. and a lot of stuff that I didn't understand. You know, what Katina said, the fund AI essentials. Wait a minute, it's all. I lost it. Let me see. Katina, 100%. This is what the greedy people know for sure. Yep. Molly, Katina, 100%. Okay. What Katina say? 100%. It is not AI, it's a greedy corporation. Correct. Okay. To fund the AI researchers to come up with ideas to undermine labor. Yes, they do. Okay, everybody will blame the devil and pray things change like always. Oh no, I don't believe. Look, they said faith without works is dead. Prayer without works is dead. You just can't be passive and just pray stuff disappear. That ain't how it works. Because I know, because I prayed for money to just appear in my hand. It don't work. You got to get out there and you got to work for it. You got to work for stuff. Okay, this is what the greedy rich people know for sure. Yeah, they know that we going to work for it, try to get out there and make something happen. Like Eddie Murphy said, if you got a dream, can't nobody see your dream but you. Can't nobody see your vision but you. That's how it is a lot of times. And they look at you, they don't understand your struggle or your hustle because they don't have that vision. That's not their dream. My dream ain't gonna be Molly's dream. Why? Because I ain't Molly. And Molly's dream ain't gonna be my dream because he's not me, I'm not him. And I can't expect nobody else to see or want more for me than I want for myself or see my vision. And a lot of times you think people are on the same page, but they're not. You think people are going the same way, but they're not. They may be going in that direction, but they're going to make a right turn up there at the fork in the road. And you may ask them, are you going straight? I'm only going this far. And I'm learning this in relationships and stuff. It only can take you so far when you're dealing with other people. That's why you got to keep your eye on the prize. You got to walk like Kalitia Russell walked back home. You got to show up on the producer's doorsteps, and say, I'm here, and you got to keep going. Like he said, them people with Sharknadoes was persistent. You got to have a dream. But what I was saying in the industry, I found out now, it wasn't like this 10 years ago, or maybe it was, but not as prevalent. They want you to get booked on these shows when people are doing shows and stuff. They ask you, do you host a room? And when you tell them, you don't host a room, you have to be hella funny for them to give you a chance. They don't even want to give you a chance or see you up there on the showcase or on a paid show. I'm going to say paid show. Open mic is for everybody. Open mic is free. You get out there and you work your craft. You get out there and exercise. Open mics are like gyms, okay? And I think for some people, they don't want to use the new material. They just want to be comfortable speaking in front of a crowd for open mics. And it may help them go over that because some people won't work on their material at open mics because they don't want people taking their material. So they get up there and they practice, speaking in front of crowds so they can deliver their jokes and timing and all of that. But I was told that in order to get booked on a certain shows, the venues, you have to host your own room. And I was like, what? And now people out here fighting to get their own rooms so that they can be even looked at and considered to get on some of these bigger shows and platforms, right? Then you have the thing, but can you get butts and seats, right? You won't never know if you can get butts and seats if nobody won't give you a chance. Somebody asked me, can you get butts and seats? They think you don't. And guess what? I done sold 20 tickets. So that means I got 20 butts in the seat. And then they said, oh, so you can't. You don't never know till you give a person a chance. But that's only in the Black community. I will say this for when it comes to comedy and the white counterparts. You don't have to know the people that people going to come and see you just because there's a show going on. They're like, oh, comedy show. Oh, that girl Reese, I don't know her, but I think I heard of her. They would go in and see our brothers and sisters. Not so much. Was you on BET? Was you on Def Comedy Jam? Was you on? No, I'm trying to get on there. Just come and see the funny. People don't even want to come out to a free open mic and see and patronize that anymore. This stuff now is different. And there's a lot of internet stand-up comedians. The internet has really changed the game. Where before, not as much. You didn't see everybody doing a stand-up on the internet or a virtual show. We got out there. We had to physically do it, physically go and show up at places. After this pandemic came, everybody's going virtual with everything. And me, I'm straddling the fence. I want to go virtual. I have the savviness. I just don't have the sight to do what I need to do virtually wise. You see, I can read very well. Katina would tell you we went to school together, but I can't see as good anymore. So if you see me stumbling over a word, it ain't because I don't know the word. What? It's because my vision is impaired and I can't see what I'm reading as clearly, but I'm not giving up. I'm going to try. I'm going to keep doing what I need to do because I believe in me. I know that I have something in me that I'm willing and wanting to share with the rest of the world. And I believe God put it in me. The Most High put it in me to share with the rest of the world. So I can't let these little things stop what I need to go get. You know, if that was the case, when they told me, oh, you disabled, just go somewhere, sit down, lay down and die, I would have did that. But you see, I'm still here. No matter how many people tried to kill me and take me out, you don't control my destiny. It's between the Most High and myself. What Katina is saying, she said, oh, I can't. Okay. She said, they know we all blame the devil while they are making life miserable. Yeah, they the devils. Why are we blaming the devil? We see who the devil is. She said, I know that's right. We see who the devil is on a daily basis in the industry, in and out of the industry. They pitch us against each other to keep the control. Because long as there's confusion and chaos, they thrive out of that. As long as there's war, whether it's a war between each other, brothers and sisters, girlfriends, family, because there's always some money to be made somewhere. There ain't no money in peace. Ain't no money in people getting along. Ain't no money in people loving on each other. You see? You know, because if we all distribute that and respect each other in that way, none of us will be lacking nothing. None of us will be doing without, and none of us will suffering because you would care and love and have enough humanity for your brother and sister to stand there in the gap and be there for them. You know, like somebody said, oh, we like crabs in the barrel. Are we really? Because when I see a bunch of crabs in a barrel forming that link, I don't necessarily look at that link as being you trying to pull the one person down. That link could be a link so that the other crabs can climb up out. It takes one, but that one got to reach back. And that's what the lady was saying about the comedy thing. She said she only had 4 years of being okay at a good point out of 50 years of working her craft. And she said that if she don't pull back or reach back, that and stand up for her brothers and sisters that's not getting, when I say brothers and sisters, I mean in the industry, that's not getting what she has now got, she's going to be right back there. And she's absolutely right. And that concept applies to our everyday life now. We stand up. We don't stand up for nothing, but we lay down for everything. If we get together and start doing some change, we are the change agents. We are like that's Kenneth. That's Kenneth Clark says that all the time. Be a change agent. We are that, but we got to get enough of us to believe. Like Malik said, we ain't nothing we could do about it, one way or the other. But I beg to differ. Because I believe we can. We just don't want to. How many of you know somebody that's complacent? They could do better, but they just don't want to. I'm comfortable here. I'm comfortable on this job. I'm comfortable doing this for the same 20 years. You don't want to elevate. You don't want to help. You don't want to reach back. You are complacent. Okay? And when you are complacent, that means you are compliant. You are doing what they want you to do. There's a hidden agenda that we can't see going on. Okay, we could start by treating each other kindly all the time. Yes, that's how we start, Katina. You're right. That's how we do. But we got so many sheaves and wolf clothing that come our way. And Marley said, people lose sight on who put the crabs in the bucket in the first place. You're right. We lose sight of who cast the net in the first place. Who cast it in the first place? That's the people up at that's the people that's creating the AI. That's the people that's creating all this chaos and confusion. What do they call it? Oh gosh, they was calling it when we was what was them people that not the Illuminati, not them. It's another set of people that not the Vivaldis. Oh, okay, oh my gosh. It was another one. She said, anyone who love crabs. Yeah, anyone that casts in the net, they're going to cook them crabs and eat them crabs. It was like, come on, y'all, get in this pot. They go from the barrel to the pot. What was the people when they was doing Black Lives Matter? It was doing the rally. Can somebody think of the name of the people they said that was causing this big debacle? It wasn't the cabal. It wasn't, oh gosh. Do y'all remember the people that they was pilgrims? They was doing Black Lives Matter. That it wasn't Antifa. Wait a minute, Antifa. It wasn't the KKK, y'all. It was something that they said people that he be paying people to cause confusion. I keep saying Antifa. Antifa? Is there Antifa? Antifa. Thank you. Antifa. You know what? I want to know. I'm going to look it up. Antifa. That's what it was. Let's see what the definition of Antifa comes up with. We almost coming to the end of our show. But I want to do this real quick because they were saying that causing confusion, everything. Antifa. Antifa. What is Antifa?
Here's the definition of Antifa: a political protest movement comprising autonomous groups affiliated by their militant opposition to fascism and other forms of extreme right-wing ideology.
Molly said paid crisis actor. That's what Antifa is. Paid crisis actors. Is that why they ain't getting nothing but $26,000? They should have got more than that. If they some paid actors, they should have earned more than $26,000 so they can get some health care. See, because them crisis workers going to need some health care when they get hit upside the head. It's all that other stuff. They stage protesters. Stage because I don't know if you guys remember during the Black Lives Matter, there was some people, it didn't happen until night. It was all peaceful during the day. Then all of a sudden people would jump out there, throwing bombs, doing all this crazy shit that was going on. Slicky said, same shit, different day. They talk, that's all we do. They do, yeah, well, we got to do more than talk, Slicky. That's what Katina is saying. We got to do more than talk. We got to treat people differently. We got to move differently because we know that this path that we moving on or going down going to lead to our, destruction. Some of us will make it. Most of us won't. What? What is it telling us? All I know is that divided we stand, but united we stand, and divided we fall. I took a pencil, like Bill Cosby said, and I broke it. It was easy to break a pencil. But when I took 12 of them joints in my hand, I couldn't do shit. I couldn't do shit. Each other you couldn't break one. And I'm like, why can't I break these? I just broke them. So there's strength in numbers, definitely. But that has been my time for the Morning Mac Show. I can't be the only one up there loving on you and all that good stuff. But y'all can show me some love and support. And we get ready to do a fundraiser for the Morning Mac Show because we're trying to take this to the next level. And there's some things that we have to get to come in there so we can be on the next level. Broadcast at least 12 more different platforms and in 60 countries. So we're trying to get the name and the word out there, y'all. We're going to be doing a GoFundMe for the Morning Mac Show soon. But in the meantime, Molly got our, if you want to send in a donation or some love offerings for y'all Christians out there, you can. The Cash App will be running at the bottom of the screen. And whenever you do what you do, put it in the memo what's it for. It's for y'all to get to the next level or whatever. Thank you, James. Peace and love and happiness to all. Good morning, make sure I got James and Slicky on at the same time. Ding ding.
Growing up, I got in trouble, told myself to keep lying. So much stress be building up, swear I be needing me time.